Hello everyone. In this video, we will be studying exercise 5.1 first question. So here we will see now exercise 5.1 and the first sum in that, and there are four sub questions in that. Okay. So what this question says is that they have given some situations. Okay. And we have to comment whether they make an arithmetic progression or no. Okay. So whether the situations create arithmetic progressions or no. So in the first question there, the situation what they have given is that the taxi fare for each kilometer when the fare is 15 rupees for the first kilometer, and then subsequently 8 rupees for the additional kilometers they are saying. So the taxi example they have taken. So what they are saying is that for the first kilometer the, the customer has to pay, okay, 15 rupees, 15 rupees, and then the subsequently the further kilometers he has to pay 8 rupees extra for the every subsequent kilometer. So for the first kilometer he will pay 15, then for the second kilometer 15 plus 8 he has to pay, so he has to pay 23 rupees. Then if he goes further little far away, and if he goes the 3 kilometers, for the third kilometer he has to pay this 23 for 2 kilometers plus again 8 rupees for the third kilometer, which will make 31 rupees. Then again if he wants to go further and he goes say 4 kilometers, okay, then the third kilometer how much he paid, how much he has to pay plus again 8 rupees for the fourth kilometer, so this will become 39. So like this for every kilometer he has to go on pay 8 rupees extra. Now whether this situation makes an arithmetic progression we will see. Now the for first kilometer he is paying 15, then he is paying 23, then he is paying 31, then he is paying 39, and then so on. Now these numbers are called as progressions, a series, but whether this progression is an arithmetic progression or no is what we have to comment upon. Now how we can comment that, we need to check D, okay, and we need to check it two times. I told in my previous class that the first number is called as A1, this is A2, this is A3, and this is A4. These are the terms. These different numbers are called as terms. And we need to check D at least two times we need to check, so that to make sure that the difference is same every time. So one time we will check a2 minus a1 we will do. So 23 minus 15 we will do. So 23 minus 15 if we do, we will get a difference of say 8 now. Okay. So one more time we will check, because two times, minimum two times we need to check, because one time we are checking the difference between these two terms. Now again between these two terms we have to check, only then we can say that the difference is same every time. So difference is common, it is same, constant. So next time we need to check a3 minus a2. Now a3 is how much? A3 is the third term, 31, this one. So 31 minus A2. A2 is 23, this one. So 23. So here also again the difference is how much? 8. So here also the difference is 8 between second and first, and between third and second is also 8. So every time the difference is same, because every time we are adding 8 rupees extra, right? Here only you can say that it is arithmetic progression, but just I wanted to calculate and show you the right way. So the difference is same every time, so therefore we can say that yes, 15, 23 31, 39. Okay, yes, this is this is arithmetic progression. Yes, this is arithmetic progression. Why? Because the d is constant every time. That is the reason. So this is arithmetic progression. Progression. Itself is enough, but you can also write it like this as d is equal to 8. Yes. So this is how we need to solve such type of questions. Now there are another three sub questions which we will see on the next page. Now we will see the second sub question. Here the question says the amount of air present in a cylinder, okay, when a vacuum pump removes one fourth of the air in the cylinder at a time. So every time when a vacuum pump is attached to the cylinder, the pump removes one fourth of the air from the cylinder. So every time 25% of air is removed from the cylinder. So now they have not given initially how much was the air in the cylinder. So what we'll do, we'll assume here, we'll say let air in the cylinder at the beginning be 100. Okay, now so for the first time, okay, there was 100 air and we remove one fourth air. So one fourth when we remove, so 25 units of air is gone from the cylinder. So it means that for the first time, it was 100. Okay, for the first time, so this is 100 and this is 2. So second time 25 was removed, so 100 minus 25. So second time there is 75 units of air. First time there is 100 units of air. Second time there is 75 units of air. Then third time we have to take 75 into again one fourth of air we need to remove. So third time 75 into 1 by 4 if we do, we will get 18.75. So we have to remove this 18.75. So 75 minus 18.75. So it will be 56.25. 56.25. Okay. So for the first time the air was 100. Second time when we removed uh, one fourth of air, there was 75 units of air. And the third time again when we removed one fourth air, the balance air is 56.25. So the numbers which we have right now is 100, 75 and 56.25. Now we need to comment whether this is an arithmetic progression. It can be just a progression because these are the numbers, or it can be an arithmetic progression. For it to say that it is an arithmetic progression, only the thing is that the difference between these numbers every time has to be same. Only then we can say that it is an AP, it is an arithmetic progression. So that is what we will be checking now. So we have to check the common difference every time. Common difference is the thing which will uh, tell us whether it is an arithmetic progression or no. So first time what we will do, we will check between second and first term. So this is A1, this is A2, this is A3. So A2 minus A1 we will do. So A2 is 75 and A1 is 100. So 75 minus 100 is how much? It is minus 25. Okay. So one more time we need to check D is equal to this time A3 minus A2 we will. So A3 is how much? A3 is 56.25 minus A2 is 75. So the difference is minus 18.75. And as you can see that this and this difference is not same. And when the difference is not same, it is not an arithmetic progression. So therefore, it is not an arithmetic progression. Because why it is not an arithmetic progression? Because the D is not same. Because the D here we are getting minus 25 and here we are getting minus 18.75. So the D is not same, it is different, and because it is not same, it is not an arithmetic progression. So this is our answer. Now we will see next question on the next page. Now we will solve the third sub question. So the cost of digging a well, okay, a well, after every meter of digging, when it costs rupees 150 for the first meter and rises by rupees 50 for each subsequent meter. So by looking itself you can say that this is an arithmetic progression, but we will solve it and show it. Okay, so for what they are saying is, if we want to dig a well, for the first meter we need to pay 150 for those people who are digging the well, and how much we go on digging the well deep, for every meter we need to pay 50 rupees extra, okay, to dig that well. Now for the first meter, so meter for the first meter we have to pay 150 rupees. Then for the second meter 150 for the first meter plus 50 rupees extra for the second meter. So it will become 200. Then for the third meter, for the third meter, 200 plus 50. Then we have to pay 250, right? Similarly, for the fourth meter, 250 plus again 50 for the fourth meter, so it will become 300. So now we need to check whether this is an AP or no. So 150, 200, we'll write the numbers, 250 and 300 and then so on. Now to comment whether this is an AP or no, we need to check the common difference. So we need to check the common difference every time, whether to find whether it is a arithmetic progression or no. So we need to check the common difference, and the formula to check common difference is D is equal to A2 minus A1, and minimum two times we need to check. So A2 is A2 is 200 and A1 is 150. So the common difference is 50. Now we will check it another time. Now we will check between A3 and A2. So A3 is how much? A3 is 250. See here, A3 is 250. This is A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay. So A3 is 250 and A2 is 200. So again the difference is 50. So here also it is 50, here also it is 50. So as the D is same, it is constant, it is common, it is same, so we can say that therefore this is an arithmetic progression. Progression. Okay. So we'll see the next sum on the next page. Now we will see the fourth sub question. So the amount of money in account, it means bank account, every year when 10,000 is deposited. Okay, so when 10,000 is deposited initially at an compound interest of 8% per annum, 8% every year. So how much the money will become, every year when 10,000 is kept in a bank account at 8% of compound interest. Okay, so compound interest they are saying. For this, we need to know the formula of compound interest, which you need to remember it. Now for the first year, okay, first year, the formula is principal into 1 plus rate of interest divided by 100, everything raised to n, means number of years. Now here principal is how much? Principal amount is 10,000 rupees. Okay, as per the formula we'll go now. So principal amount is 10,000 rupees they have given in the question. 1 plus rate of interest is 8. Okay, divided by 100. 8% is again given in the question. And for the first year means 1 we need to take. Okay, now 10,000 and 1 plus 8 divided by 100 will become 0.08 and raised to 1. You write 1 or you don't write 1, it is 1 and the same. Okay, so 10,000 into 1 plus 0.08, so it will become 1.08. Raised to 1 you write or you don't write, it is 1 and the same. So 10,000 into 1.08, if you multiply, it will become 10,800. 10,800. So for the first year the amount will become 10,800. Now for the second year, for the second year for the second year, again the formula will remain same. So principal 1 plus r divided by 100, everything raised to n, is equal to principal is 10,000, then 1 plus rate of interest is 8 divided by 100. And for the second year, now totally for 2 years the money will be there in the bank account at the end of second year. So the number of years will become 2. So 10,000. So 1 plus 0.08, and here we have raised to 2. Then 10,000, 1 plus this will become 1.08 raised to 2. Then 10,000, 1.08 raised to 2 will become 1.1664. Okay, and when you will multiply with the 10,000, this, when you will multiply with 10,000, it will become 11,664. So this is what the amount will become at the end of second year. Now we will see what will happen in third year. So we will solve this, the remaining part, on the next page. For the first year, it is 10,800, and for the second year it is 11,664. Now we will see for the third year. For the third year, so the formula is P 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n is equal to principal amount is 10,000, 1 plus rate of interest is 8%, divided by 100, and the number of years will be 3 after the third year. Compound interest is calculated like this. Okay, so 1 plus 0.08 raised to 3 is equal to 10,000 into 1.08 raised to 3. So we'll solve it here, is equal to 10,000. 1.08 raised to 3 will become 1.2594. 2594. Okay, and when you multiply it will become 12,594. 12,594. So for the third year the number is 12,594. This is E3. So now we need to check whether this is a arithmetic progression. For that we need to find the common difference, and it has to be same at least for two times. So D is what we have to check. So A2 minus A1. So A2 is 11,664 minus 10,800. So here the difference is 864. 864. So clearly this is not an AP, but we will still calculate and show. So A3 is 12,594 minus 11,664, and now the difference is 930. 930, and you can see that this and this is not same, it is different. So because D is not same, this is not an AP. So this is not an arithmetic arithmetic progression. Because why it is not an arithmetic progression? Because the D is not same, it is different. Here it is 864, here it is 930, it is not same. So that is the reason this is not an arithmetic progression. So this completes our first question, and in that there are four sub questions. We have completed this. Now we will see the second question in a separate video. Like, share, comment and subscribe this YouTube channel, and for online tuition classes visit this website. Thank you very much guys.